welcome to Reed's at Woollyshire Farm. Oh, everyone's saying, hey, bye. I didn't know today I was running a bed and breakfast. We're going to be having a breakfast in the barn today because it is raining outside. So I figured it's a perfect time because the gang's all here for some story time. All right, we got, hey, Britches. Oh, Donuts is coming up. You're a little wet, Britches. I don't want to pet you. All right, we got, all right, so what we're going to do, we're going to read today. It's like pure chaos, but I'm having a good time. We're going to read Armadillo Rodeo by Jan Brett. All right. Oh, and Donuts is here. The polar bear himself is here. All right, you got to give me some space. You guys got to give me some space. Okay, all right. He's going to lay down. Donuts is laying down right here. All right, so I'll be sure to pet you during this reading. He's made some demands. All right, so let's get started on Armadillo Rodeo. Armadillos, 1, 2, 3, bo! Let's go. Ma Armadillo called to her boys as they headed out to dig deep in the heart of Texas hill country. So there's all the armadillos, and Bo must be one of those straggler armadillos. Stay close. Her boys didn't see too well, just like all armadillos, and she didn't want to lose them, especially Bo, who was always wandering off. 1, 2, 3, Bo! Don't go getting distracted on me. But Bo already has. He was looking at a lizard. And there he is, our main character there, getting distracted. Sorry, leaving the group. Curious as always, Bo followed the lizard down to Can Creek, just as Harmony Jean came sliding down the bank from the Curly H. Wearing her brand new boots, pointy-toe, high-heeled, hand-tooled, chili pepper red boots with fancy cutwork, tall tops, and a Curly H brand. She was here to scuff 'em up. Today was rodeo day, and Harmony Jean was not about to ride in a barrel race looking like a tenderfoot in new boots. There she is, coming on down the bank. See her red boots? She found a muddy place and hopped and splashed until her boots had a worn, lived-in look. Please, she whooped and hollered, look at me! Won't you just look at me? Bo's ears perked up at the sound of that pretty voice. He lifted his head and squinted. What he saw was all that red leather shimmering and prancing over the creek bed. Why, for sure, it looked to Bo as if he'd found a friend, a rip-roaring, rootin'-tootin', shiny red armadillo. Bo grinned. Howdy, he shouted. Look, there's he sees these red boots. There's Bo. He's thinking he's seen a shiny red armadillo, a rip-roaring, rootin'-tootin' one. Harmony Jean, job done, lit off through the back 40 to the Curly H. Bo never looked back. He blinked and squinted as he trundled after his bright red friend as fast as he could go. Wait up, he called. Back at the creek, his mama twitched an ear. Is that hollering one of my boys? She asked. Armadillos, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Bo. He done it again. He left his family. Bo arrived at the rodeo just as Harmony Jean was swinging a leg up on her pony, Spotlight. He saw that perky nose and silvery tail of the red armadillo leaping up ahead of him. Wait for me, Bo called. And when Spotlight felt Bo on his back, he gave a hop and buck. Harmony Jean stayed aboard, but Bo was tossed high in the air, and the little armadillo landed in the dust. As he unrolled, he smiled, brushed himself off, and shouted, hey, partner, you're my kind of friend. There he is, getting kicked off the Spotlight the horse. Bo tried to catch sight of that rootin'-tootin' red armadillo, but he had to move fast. As he zigged and sagged across the arena, Ma Armadillo with her 3 boys was hot on his trail, asking everyone she met if they'd seen her Bo. Bo was still looking when he saw the armadillo head for the barbecue. I'm right behind you, Bo called. But before he could catch up, the armadillo disappeared under the blue check tablecloth, and Bo dove after him and peered around. His friend was nibbling on something green. So Bo ambled over it and took a big bite. It was a red, hot, bright green jalapeno pepper. His mouth on fire, Bo ran out and doused his head in lemonade to stop the burn. Delicious. What's next? And look, he really thinks that boot is another armadillo. You know, I didn't know armadillos couldn't see too well, so I learned something reading this book. Chow time over. The cowhands got out their fiddles and everyone went into the barn for a little dancing. Bo struggled to see his pal, and finally he spotted a flash of red right in the middle of all those stomping feet. Bo two-stepped toward his frisky new friend and cut in. Woo! Seems like a dangerous place to be heading in for an armadillo. Harmony Jean went tap, slide, tap with her right foot, then heel stomped, high kicked with her left, and Bo was hurled high in the air. As he landed in the hayloft, he let out a rebel yell, Yahoo! Not far away, Ma Armadillo heard the commotion. That's my Bo, she cried. And by the time Bo made it down the hay chute, the dance floor was empty. Harmony Jean and her friends had settled around the campfire, and she looked down at her boots. They were starting to pinch, so she slipped them off and tossed them behind her. And Bo bounded up to a pointy-toed, high-heeled, hand-tooled, chili pepper red boot. Howdy, he said. You're a mighty hard fellow to keep up with. My name's Bo. What's yours? His new friend didn't answer. Bo stepped even closer. He could see the perky nose and the shy smile. What's next? He asked. Look at it. Yeah, I guess I can see the nose and the armadillo on that boot. But instead of answering, his friend fell over, plop, and Bo was looking down an opening. Bo was left looking down an opening. He stuck his head in and sniffed. It didn't smell like an armadillo. He poked his nose against the leather. It didn't feel like an armadillo. He squinted up close. It didn't even look like an armadillo. Nose in the air, he wailed, You're not an armadillo! But not far away, the sharp ears of his maw recognized the voice of her boy. Did that concern you? The armadillo? That concern you? Not far away, the sharp ears of his maw recognized the voice of her boy. His three brothers heard him too. Their search was over. Bo, let's go get Bo and head on home. There he is. Armadillo! You guys gonna start wrestling? It's gonna make the camera be like this, like it's on a bumpy road. Time to sleep, Bo, his ma said. We have to go out and dig tomorrow. Yes, Ma. But Bo's thinking about the curly H. He knows that whenever he wants a change, he can mosey on down for some red-hot chili pepper excitement, and his ma will always be there to bring him home. There they are all nestled in together. The end. I like how little old Bo's got himself a little bandana around his neck. Oh, man. Well, I'd say this bed and breakfast is definitely a hit. You keep pawing me. See, he's pawing me. And while I was reading, you want me to kiss the paw? Is that what's going on? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you being extra cute. Oh, does that feel good? He's getting belly rubs. You're not. Oh, my hands are tied now. Everybody's getting their fill of breakfast. Oh, you gonna go to sleep on me? Whew. Some of them are a little wet. A wet sheep isn't very much fun. Just like a wet dog. But your undercarriage is dry, so I'll pet you here. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye, y'all.